see off, especially off to our left side, we start seeing some of the effects of the storm surge that's starting to come in.
Uh-oh.
Yes?
Data. Struggling.
What's the OBS saying?
Where's OBS? Here?
Yeah, it's still in the green.
The stream might get a little choppy here and there.
Yeah, we're right at the edge of the coast.
Just some angry waves, a little bit of storm surge, blowing sand. And Matagorda. First heavy band is about an hour away from us. Center might actually miss us to the east.
To the east? Isn't it over here? Or do you think it's trying to push?
I think it's trying to push east.
A lot of lightning popping up right there.
I mean, it's hard to tell where the center is. There's so much. That dry air is literally wrapping all the way around this center.
Yeah.
fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing weakens before it comes on shore.
Ooh, this! Hi there.
How's it going?
All right, how are you?
Patrick Hollenbach. You are?
Jason Cooley, Alex Bartholomew.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Where are you from?
Dallas.
Dallas? Okay.
Yeah.
I live in Stone, so.
Oh, okay.
I saw you on the Spotter Network. I was like, hey, there's somebody right behind me, man.
Yep, that's us.
Nice to be chasing in Texas for a change.
Yeah.
Swing dust I've seen so far was 49 I got.
49?
Yeah,
All right.
I was on the radar on Matagorda.
Okay.
On the side of the report.
Thanks for that report. Yeah, that's...
That's the max so far. It's been sustained around 40.
Oh, it's sustained 40 already? All right.
That's tropical storm force.
This way or still? Or?
It looks like it's trying to wobble a little to the east, but we'll probably be pretty close.
Yeah.
You know, as close as you can get.
Okay.
So, right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up here real quick. Probably wind up coming back
Yeah.
over here, but I don't want to I don't want that sand to build up too much around the truck.
I know, right? Good. Keep moving around.
All right. If
All right.
you need anything, feel free to follow us.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
All right, man.
Nice
Thank
to meet
you.
you. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, Nan. Nan D.
Thank
you
you so
for that.
much.
Really do appreciate that. As you're seeing here, the storm surge is starting to touch the main road here.
Would you go to radar scope? We'll just get rid of that. It's no longer accurate. This feels like it's really cruising north now.
Yeah, this is your center right here.
Yeah, it's coming right to Matagorda.
It does look like the center of Nicholas. I keep wanting to say Chris, but Nicholas, the center of it does look like it's still on its way to Matagorda.
Feeling some of those 50-mile-per-hour gusts.
Do what?
Still, I think we're getting some of those 50-mile-per-hour gusts.
We're definitely starting to see tropical storm winds here in Matagorda. 40 miles an hour, some gusts possibly up to 50. Hey, I do see there's a ghost. I wish we could accurately measure the gusts here, but we do not have an anemometer with us. Unfortunately, that's our fault.
Could see.
I'd say that last one was easily 50.
Yeah, easy 50. The done? Not quite. Not quite the done yet.
Let's reach the road. Here's some of that storm surge we were talking about, folks.
So it's pushed across this road. We were, even that other side, the left side of the road was passable just about 30 minutes ago. No longer passable. Got little white caps over the roadway. So read his screen is black. Maybe he's in a really bad part of the storm.
Apparently he's around here somewhere.
Yeah, no one's gonna be parking their boat over here for a while. Well, I guess they could launch the boat right here.
Oh yeah, launching would be real easy. Still a special marine warning over there in Louisiana. Kind of to the southeast of Cameron, Louisiana. Special marine warnings are kind of like a tornado warning, but over the water. So it's usually issued for water spouts.
I'm gonna have to get a car wash after this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You could always throw it back up here if it
I don't think so.
heats up your lap too much.
Huh?
Me and Timmer is at Matagorda Beach. The Timmer. We have like 1 foot waves over this parking lot. What? We've never seen anything like this. I'm just kidding. Every storm is a different experience.
Yep. This one's definitely not as stressful as Ida was.
No. It's nice, like visibility dropping now.
Are there gators in Texas? There sure are.
Yeah.
Not quite to the level of Florida, Louisiana, or something like that. There's gators here.
Definitely. Yeah.
Like every now and then, one of them will stray over into DFW. As far north as that. There's actually a place in southern Oklahoma that's got a bunch of them.
Southern Oklahoma?
Yeah, Brett and I marked it on the map because we want to go fish there. And apparently, it's like a big nature reserve, and there's gators all over the place.
Gotcha. Michelle Cameron said she can see us from her house.
Oh, really? Yeah, even if this road does get covered in storm surge, I'm not too worried about it. We'll be all right. We can retreat back to that parking lot we were at because that was protected by levees and is also raised up higher than the surge will ever get. So I'm not too concerned.
No.
No, not at all.
Thank you everybody for joining us. We just hit 1,000 viewers right now, so
wow.
That's awesome. That's on YouTube.
Hold on a second. I'm going to send a video to David real quick.
Go back.
Oh no, you're fine.
I'm curious. I'm curious.
Visibility is pretty bad right now, everybody. Definitely have tropical storm sustained winds.
Oh yeah.
Surge definitely coming in to our right.
It's dicey. Wants to come over the road right here. Crazy, man.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. It might be a little difficult to see. YouTube kind of kills some of the quality of it. But right now, we're on that main road. What road is this?
It's a good question. It's a farm to market road.
If my phone would work, that'd be awesome. We are on Farm to Market Road 2031 in Matagorda Beach. This is the main road that connects Matagorda Beach to Matagorda, Texas. As you can see, we definitely have some pretty strong winds, heavy rain, a little bit of storm surge off to our right.
Based off of Google Maps, it's probably a bit hairy right there.
Yeah, water is definitely trying to come over the road here.
Oh yeah. I see that this is only going to get higher, so I'm going to start turning around. Market 2031.
Come on, camera, don't focus on the raindrops.
Stopping for some video. Gonna go back to that strip of homes. Wow, look at that. I mean, we're getting a severe thunderstorm.
Oh, your window's down back here, dude.
Yeah, I cracked it.
I'm getting wet. So is all my stuff.
I closed it. Nah, it's all good. Yeah, this is almost like severe thunderstorm criteria now.
Yeah, I'll take some free redfish crossing the road. Take a few of those home with me. Maybe some speckled trout. Not
That's happening.
Oh, that's definitely a water spout.
Yeah, there's a velocity signature that screams water spout right now. We'll pull it up in just a second.
Yeah, 1 second. I'll pull that up on the radar.
It's about 30 miles to our southeast.
Show y'all what we were talking about. Go back over here. Expand the radar a little bit. Oh, you don't even need to point it out to me.
Right.
So, come on. So, to give you an idea, we're right here. And then this little area that pops up right here.
Whoa.
That is a likely water spout in progress. Out in the water, it's out in the Gulf. It's not hurting anything right now, other than probably some fish that are a little bit too close to the surface. And that is moving in the northwest direction. This general direction. Sorry, it's kind of hard to make an arrow with this, but that gives you an idea. So it's kind of moving in our direction. Now, am I saying that Matagorda and Matagorda Beach, there's an imminent tornado threat? No. See, it's already kind of looking like it's already falling apart. These water spouts and tornadoes tend to not last very long, but I'm not going to be surprised to see more out of this band. So there is a tornado risk for the entire area from Port O'Connor all the way over to even Beaumont and into Louisiana. But that just gives you an idea of what we're looking for when it comes to that. if any fish have ever wanted to fly. So if you look throughout history, there's been reports of fish falls and fish falling in the rain or out of the sky. And that does happen. When a water spout moves over a school of fish that's a little too close to the surface, those fish do get caught up in it. Those fish get carried up into the storm itself, and they can rain down over, far away. They can be carried over a large distance within a powerful updraft and then come down and rain down from the sky. There's been cases of fish even found frozen within hailstones out even in the Great Plains, where a tornado moved over a pond or a lake and it lifted small fish up into the storm. They froze within the ice crystals and then fell down as hail. Now, you're not going to see hail from a tropical system. There's not enough cold air aloft. We just had a couple of power flashes in front of us. So, yeah, power lines are starting to get damaged.
Yeah, it was probably from that trio right there.
Some are saying that they did see it on stream, so.
Yeah, nice. I wasn't zoomed in on it because I didn't expect it.
Mild in contrast to a hurricane? Oh, definitely. There's a big difference between a tropical storm and even a Category 1 hurricane. So yeah, this is definitely going to be nowhere near like an actual hurricane. Like I said, Nicholas is going to stay a tropical storm all the way through landfall. At this point, there's really little chance he strengthens to a hurricane. But again, it doesn't take a hurricane to cause damage. And the main story from this storm is not going to be the winds. It's going to be the inland flooding from heavy rainfall. Ooh, that line is firing up.
Yeah, that'll rip. So on the on the stream, probably cut the radar for a little bit.
I cut the radar for a little bit, just give you all a better view for right now. We'll bring it back here shortly. I wouldn't say Nicholas is going to stall, but it's a very slow moving storm. So whether it stalls out or moves slowly, you're going to have heavy rainfall. And that heavy rainfall is going to last not just tonight, but into tomorrow as well. I wish that band would hit us.
Probably not.
Yeah, I think it's going to miss us in the east.
Can't get that lucky. Could be something goofy, like right there.
Yeah.
13 miles offshore. And you could just see just a little bit of an updraft region maybe there. That northern eye wall is kind of cool. Either going right over us. There was a lady out here on her balcony when we came this way. Lawn chairs blowing around, man. What are we gonna do? Someone's got their sprinklers on. It's important to water your lawn every day. These homes are, for the most part, pretty well built, so
Yeah, these homes will be just fine through this.
maybe some shingles flying and stuff. Is it a ghost on the seat? Oh! It popped right by us.
Yeah, the transformer just blew right next to us.
Heard a pop?
Yep.
Saw the flash. That was a Nice little gust. Pop. No more pop. That might have been the original one to blow.
I think so.
It's just...
Wouldn't mind going up to where there's work so I can take care of some business.
Yeah. So if we get a good gust here to pop it again. Pop, 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 pop. Wish I could measure the wind gust here, because it feels like we're getting 60s now. There he is. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, it would actually be really cool if we could get the car up there.
I know, I was thinking that. Because there's a great wind tunneling ripping right through there.
I'll be dry in a few days.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Very neat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There.
Yeah. All right.
At least dry off my lap for the laptop.
Mary says there might be another spout that is formed.
Nicholas is going to start happening later tonight and into tomorrow with very heavy flooding rains further inland, especially towards the Houston area. 6+ inches of rain in areas are very possible, which we all know what happens when that happens in Southeast Texas. You get some pretty significant flooding. Is this going to be a Allison-style disaster like in 2001? No, more than likely not. But still, when it's your house that floods, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you can find him on Tornado Intercept on both Facebook and YouTube. Stephen Jones, the guy that was talking.
Oh, we're about to get that inner. I know, it's over there though.
Is there not a road to get over there?
No.
Oh, it's underwater.
There's no road, it's just it's the sand dunes. Might have some pretty significant erosion here.
I really wish I could get that.
Yeah, if I angle it right. The road between Matagorda and Matagorda Beach is more than likely impassable. Wow, it's raging. TikTok.
What you were seeing there was the intersection of, let's see where we're at. For those of you that know the area, that's the intersection of Farm to Market Road 2031 and Beach Road in Matagorda Beach.
Wow. We're getting into that stronger part of the cyclone. still fairly impressive for tropical storm.
Better than what I thought we were going to see.
Yeah, right?
Starting to get into that stronger part of the storm now.
I'm gonna back it up.
This is the intersection of 2031 and Beach Road. For those of you that are familiar with the area, Matagorda Beach. This road is already underwater further to our north. Beach Road is completely underwater.
Beach Road is gone. This is Beach Road right here.
Yeah, what we're looking at right now is Beach Road.
I can't even see the sign anymore. Like, visibility's so low you can't see the sign.
That's that sound.
Yeah. This is the getting into the most intense part now. Beach Road is long gone underwater. Unbelievable. Well, we're just down that road.
Yep. Good thing we left when we did.
Oh, yeah.
sustained, what, 50?
Sustained? Yeah, right here, at least 50.
Yeah, I'd say sustained 50 miles an hour. We've had some stronger gusts.
Yeah.
That water there is probably a couple of feet deep. Definitely not something you want to drive across.
No.
Considering you can't even see the road anymore.
You would need a tank to...
Yeah, I know a lot of people think, oh, I've got a big truck. I mean, I've got a big truck at home too, and I wouldn't be taking my truck through this.
Yeah, you make one wrong move, you're in the ditch,
And that ditch is easy, six or more feet.
Yeah, it'd be up to your window. How's velocity? Like anything we have to be concerned? Probably nothing. Still looks like kind of pleasantly surprised.
We're currently in Matagorda Beach right now at the intersection of 2031 and Beach Road. Beach Road is completely underwater. 2031 to our north is completely underwater. We're fine. We have a place to retreat back to that's on higher ground. That's actually right up next to the beach. The storm surge will not submerge that.
Yeah, they built that parking lot high up. A storm like this is not gonna have any effect on it. Oh my goodness.
Where's that?
Well, that's gonna hit near no man's land, really. It's a water spout signature on velocity. But
yeah, that little band has been pretty active spout wise. I'm surprised they haven't issued any special marine warnings for that. Maybe it's too far out. I don't know.
that might be going towards Sargent.
Thing is, we still need to get through that main band.
Yeah. Never underestimate the power of the wind and the water. Flooding and surge like that will carry you away. It only takes like 12 inches of moving water to move away some vehicles.
We're fine where we are right now, guys. We're keeping an eye on it.
The shot looks dramatic, but we are perfectly
Yeah, where
safe.
we're at, we're on dry ground, and we have a straight path to even higher ground if needed.
Yep. Just making it look as dramatic as possible from the lens.
I'm gonna get some B-roll here. We're in Matagorda Beach at the intersection of 2031 and Beach Road.
The only dot down here.
Yep.
I'm glad my forecast paid off. My initial thinking, at least.
Yeah, we're starting to enter those inner bands right now.
Yeah, we're literally on the cusp.
Yeah, right there at the edge of it. So, as slow moving as this storm is, we'll be in it for a while.
Yeah, I mean, 17 miles wide, so talking about 2 hours of 60 to 70 mile an hour wind gust. 2 hours.
This is the storm surge. I mean, this is the actual storm, but this is the surge that you're seeing right now. This is water that the wind has pushed on shore.
Gonna check our clearance over this way.
Yeah, I don't want to get stranded out here. Go.
Should be pretty low visibility for the next 2 hours for the better part of it. It's where the real excitement should start. Oh yeah. Watching my 6 for anything coming down. Shouldn't have that issue though. Really takes a cat 2 to really bring poles down. Birds are like, what? The seagulls are not happy. Not really happy.
the top over there, see how it's like. Less friction. Yeah, in terms of the wind department, Nicholas is nothing to write home about. And we've had some solid tropical storm force gusts. Maybe a gust or two, close to 60. The main story will start tonight when it moves on shore and those flooding rains really get going.
I'd go out there and sit down, but the whole thing could get carried away. Kind of like 63rd Pier last year in Galveston. That was crazy.
Thank you, Marissa. Or Marissa, I'm sorry. Jason's wife is named Marissa, so I'm used to that. But thank you, Marissa.
Rolled the car a little bit. It's in neutral. Check out Beachfront Drive. That might be the road that's completely underwater right now. And I know all the homes are raised though, so. Beachfront Drive.
Oh, no, that's that road that where the transformer blew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can go over there.
Yeah, we'll head on over there. See, I think those homes are generally going to be fine, minus some trash blowing around and stuff. Would anybody like to have a seat? Looks fine to me.
Beach Drive is, that's impassable. We cannot go down Beach Drive. That's completely underwater. We're going to go down Beachfront Road. Is that it?
Beachfront Drive? Yeah, we'll go.
Yeah, Beachfront Drive we can go down. But Beach Drive, or Beach Road, is completely underwater. Yeah, we have people asking about Beachfront.
Okay.
Beach Road, we've definitely seen storm surge overtake the road there.
Yeah.
2031 between Matagorda and Matagorda Beach. A lot of that is underwater right now from storm surge.
actually knocked this fence over. It's a sandbag. I couldn't tell what that was. Look at that. Big sign blowing around.
Oh, that rip?
Yeah. It's like, what is that? That's gotta blow away pretty soon.
We're just about out of this, honestly. Oh, no, we still got a little bit to go. The fan kind of broke apart.
Yeah. Nick and Nate, forever in my memory.
What's up, Max? Max is in the chat.
It's Max?
It's Mac Olin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I wish you were down here, buddy.
The Maxito. I'll turn down that beachfront drive.
Yeah, we've had a lot of questions about it.
A lot of cues.
Now, Beach Road, which is just a little bit further to our north, about half a mile or so, that's completely underwater. We can't go down that.
Nope. No, no, no.
Let's go all the way down. Nicholas is not going to be known for its wind. It's not really going to be known for its storm surge. It's going to be known for the heavy inland flooding. That'll start happening tonight as it moves further inland. Some areas are going to see over 6 inches of rain. And if you're familiar with Southeast Texas doesn't handle that much rain very well.
Wonder how this pile of siding's doing. Yeah, it's kind of scattered around a little bit. Some minor flooding down this roadway.
Yeah, it's not bad though.
Power's still on.
For most houses. I think there's a few houses that are out of power here. Some shingles there flapping around.
This McCoy's thing?
Right here.
Oh, yeah. arguably something coming attached there. Could have already been like that. The lawn chair's getting tossed. We're under a flying beach ball and flying lawn chair alert. And the trash cans are blowing.
A few houses here are without power. There are a few transformers that blew earlier. But some of the houses here still have power. That or they have backup generators, I'm not sure. Some minor flooding on this road.
Party time up here. Got the deck lighting. Now there's no way to get over there where the condos are.
Yeah, that's gated off. And the road to get to that gate is completely underwater, so we're not getting to those condos.
No. Birthday song.
Oh.
It was strong enough to rip a palm tree up a little bit.
Had a couple of palm branches coming down, nothing crazy.
The big scary.
Say we go back up the beach road, see how that's looking.
Yeah. I might have taken the whole farm to market road. Please do not drive or park on grass. This is windsock. I like. So everybody hunkered down in this area, has nothing to be worried about.
Yeah.
There's like a part of a fence down, and there's some palm fronds flying around. Maybe power flickerings. Some homes may have lost power. There might be some homes that have paranormal activity.
What?
No, just kidding. It's like there's a ghost swinging in this one. That's about $10 in damages right there. So
That swing may never recover.
yeah, you never know. That Home Depot run alone might cost $10. The whole thing probably flipped around a couple times.
Scary. Yeah, build houses down here are going to handle a tropical storm just fine.
Yep.
Main story is going to be tonight, depending on where these. Oh,
It's like, what's going on?
but the main story will start tonight wherever these rain bands set up. After the storm moves inland, where this heavy rain, these heavy rain bands set up, that'll be where the main story starts.
Oh man, another transformer. That could be the same one. It's weird. Did it jog over this way now?
Yeah, kind of looks like a weird center. It just keeps wobbling back and forth.
So we're not even in the inner eye. Not even close yet. Quote unquote.
Almost looks like it's stopped.
It did. Wow. Yeah, it hit that baroclinic zone.
It
And it was
happens every time now. Cool.
like, means it'll probably strengthen a little bit like Sally did.
No,
Not to that extent.
not at all.
Pop. We can't drive towards the bridge. 2031 is underwater in multiple spots, so.
Apparently there was a 78 mile an hour. Oh yeah, we're completely safe here.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the main road out of Matagorda Bay or Matagorda Beach is underwater, but where we're at, we are definitely high enough that it's not going to flood. It's protected by a levee and it's built higher. The storm surge with Nicholas is not going to be very large. I mean, it's big enough to cover some of the roads, but where we're at, we're completely dry. In terms of wind, it's a tropical storm. Wind is very rarely the biggest threat in a tropical storm. Up to 70 miles an hour.
Oh,
Latest
really?
NHC update.
So it reached what they thought it would reach. Just close to a hurricane, but not quite.
Yeah.
Makes sense. This is actually
988 millibars.
988.
Yeah, so I mean, it's literally riding that threshold between tropical storm and hurricane right now.
Think it could drop another couple millibars. Even David's impressed. Even David.
Yeah, guys, so what Nicholas is right now is a high-end tropical storm. It's not a hurricane. It's right there at that threshold between tropical storm and a Category 1 hurricane.
I think we're getting those 60, 65 mile an hour gusts here.
Now, are we going to see a big difference if it manages to hit that 75 mile an hour mark and officially become a hurricane? Or is it going to be a huge difference compared to what we have been seeing? Probably not.
No.
But it'll be another hurricane that we've seen.
Interesting. Look at this little pop-up right there.
Yeah.
This street light really just wants to snap off. There's something about this area that the wind just tunnels right through. This area is pretty neat.
It's not a hurricane yet. But it's right there at that threshold which it's stronger than I thought it was going to get, honestly.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to get to 70 miles an hour. I mean, it doesn't look organized, but right now it's at 70 miles an hour. Hurricanes are 74, 75 miles an hour. So, I mean, it's right there. As for flooding, we have seen some flooding from storm surge. About a half a mile to our north, areas of 2031 are underwater, and Beach Road is completely submerged underwater from storm surge. In terms of wind damage, the most we've seen are a few limbs down from palm trees. We've seen some power flashes, loose lawn furniture flying around. We saw one house down on Beachfront Road with some siding peeling off, but nothing crazy.
Well, if the power stays on, this would be a great spot for nocturnal footage.
But yeah, the main threat from Nicholas will not be the winds or the storm surge at landfall. It will be inland.
Oh, this even might get choked off pretty soon. This will be our last run up to Beach Drive or whatever it is. Oh, this is the one with the... Okay. Well, you know what? We can't even get that far.
Oh yeah, this is underwater. Here's that storm surge we were just telling you about. This is 2031. It is underwater north of Matagorda Beach.
So surge probably came up another half a foot.
Yeah, we got out of there at a good time.
Yeah. When it comes up quick. Hence the name surge.
Hold on, I want to get this. Focus.
Yeah.
Probably turn around now.
Yeah. I'm going to back up.
2031 north of Matagorda Beach is pretty much completely underwater. It's hard to tell how deep, but as we know, in some places it's pretty deep. Further to our north, because that has been underwater for a couple of hours. So, surge is kind of overperforming down here a little bit.
Cool.
I'm gonna get some B-roll of that as well.
Yeah, hey.
Leading up to it.
Right.
Just a good shot in a second.
There's that right there.
Oh, I do not want to bring that with me. I'll be upset if I lose that.
Yeah. It really whips through that awning. It's almost prime time, 7:19. We're going to be seeing just continually strengthening winds, I think. Look for a bar. Alright. None here, for sure.
We're kind of in the heaviest band right now.
Yeah.
See what it looks like on satellite.
Yeah, this is an elevated spot. We're probably like 6 to 8 feet.
Yeah, I'm not worried about flooding right here.
Not right here, no.
You know, water vapor doesn't look too bad. If it had, I'd actually be pretty concerned if it had another day over the water. It's almost like it's now trying to overcome that dry air.
Yeah. Sunset happening right now. Can you tell? Finagle a bit.
But Beach Road is completely underwater. Thank you, Verne. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not the best with names.
Thank you.
But thank you very much. Our exact location right now is pretty much the parking lot of the Matagorda Bay Welcome Center. The Matagorda Bay Nature Park is pretty much underwater right now, under a few feet of water. But the parking lot here is raised up significantly and also protected by levees, so we're not worried about flooding in our location. Right now, we're definitely dealing with sustained tropical storm force winds. probably 55. We've had some stronger gusts, some of them over 60. But again, wind is not going to be the biggest story with this storm. Now the homes down Beach Road, we don't know the state of them because again, we can't get down there. The road is underwater. The homes themselves look like they were up on higher ground, so they're probably dry and fine. It's just the road to get to them is underwater. At times it's borderline hurricane conditions.
Right, borderline.
I mean, it's right there at that threshold. Goodness, that's a good shot.
Oh, really?
Over here, yeah. Looks pretty wild in that parking lot. Oh, there we go.
A little more light helps.
Thank you, Captain Hammer. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Don't you drive us into a flood now.
Nah. These winds are pretty solid. Are we finally getting into it? It seems pretty spicy.
That was a good gust.
Oh,
It
yeah.
hasn't really moved.
Yeah. The pressure still might be dropping.
Can we make a storm chasing game? Listen, I can barely get to my loadout in Warzone. I can't develop a game. But if you're interested in a storm chasing game, I suggest look up Outbreak on YouTube. There is a chaser developing a game, and it looks interesting. It really does.
There's probably a huge party going on in that resort. They're probably like 20 drinks in. Hi, backing up now.
I know that sound. Category 1 hurricane starts at 75 miles an hour. Nicholas right now is at 70 miles an hour. Now there's stronger gusts probably, but it's all about sustained winds.
All right. Tropical storm. All right. So where are they at?
That's a vortex, actually.
Oh yeah. Well, that'd be interesting. Yeah, it looks like the center is going to be right over us here. Pushing us again. It's really just chilling.
Yeah, it's hardly moving.
I think there's still some deepening happening. It's trying to curl all the way around it.
Yeah, the center's trying to close again.
Interesting. Interesting.
I mean, in terms for a tropical storm, folks, this is about as wild as a tropical storm really gets without it becoming a hurricane.
Yeah.
I mean, this is right there at that threshold. But again, there's not going to be a huge difference between a high-end tropical storm and a low-end Category 1 hurricane. It has not made landfall yet. If anything, it looks like it's slowed down even more.
Uh-oh.
Staying over water even longer.
That's an uh-oh.
So it is possible that it tries to deepen a little bit more and try to become a hurricane briefly. What did David say? Pressure was down to 988 millibars,
Yep.
which is pretty much right there at the threshold of Category 1 hurricane. But it's not a hurricane yet, officially. Yeah, it's possible that it could strengthen into a Category 1 hurricane before it makes landfall. But again, whether it's a high-end tropical storm or a Category 1 at landfall, the effects are going to be pretty much the same. The main story is going to be overnight with flooding rainfall over inland portions of the Texas coast. We're in Matagorda Beach, which is about 100 miles away from Houston. I'd say landfall will be in the next couple of hours. Thing is I thought it would have already happened by now, but it's slowed down a little bit more by the way it looks.
Visibility dropping even more.
This is definitely nowhere near Ida levels a couple of weeks ago.
No.
But, I mean, for a high-end tropical storm.
Yeah.
Again, we're talking two different ends of the spectrum there. High-end tropical storm versus high-end Category 4 hurricane. There's no comparing the two.
These are the 70 gust.
Apparently down another 2 millibars.
No kidding.
So
still deepening. And a strengthening tropical storm.
So the pressure is still dropping, which means the storm is strengthening. So we'll see what the hurricane hunters find and what the National Hurricane Center does.
Crazy. I mean, we're sitting probably sustained near 60 now. Especially right this area is like, it sweeps right through.
But again, I would not focus too much on the strength of the storm itself, because the impacts are going to be pretty much the exact same whether or not we have a 70-mile-an-hour tropical storm at landfall or a 75-mile-an-hour Category 1 hurricane. The effects are going to pretty much be the exact same. Water is behind us.
I don't see it. It's not creeping yet.
I'm going to go ahead and say that Beachfront Drive is without. Right now we are in Matagorda Beach. Been here for a few hours. Probably be here for several more hours.
Easily, yeah.
But right here by the Welcome Center, the Matagorda Bay Welcome Center, there's a big raised parking lot. The surge is not going to get up here. This storm is not going to have that big of a surge. The surge has overtaken 2031, which is the main road into Matagorda Beach. Beach Road is also underwater. But we are perfectly safe where we're at. We have food, we have water, we have power. We're fine where we're at.
Oh yeah.
But yes, Houston does need to prepare for flooding rainfall, especially if you live in a low-lying area in Houston that easily floods. You need to be prepared, because if one of these rain bands sets up over Houston, it's going to produce copious amounts of rain. The storm is not moving fast, so even after it makes landfall and weakens, it's still going to be dropping a bunch of rain. So that's what the big story is with Nicholas. It's going to be the flooding rainfall after it makes landfall.
Good call on Matagorda. Nice.
100% success
100.
ratio. 100.
What if we need to go to the bathroom? What? We got 2 toilets right over there next to us. It was like they were built just for us.
Yeah, we're good.
Might get a little wet because it's leaking really bad in there from the rain.
Yeah, it's tough to.
But you know what? When you gotta go, and you gotta go.
Oh, that's gonna hurt tomorrow.
Oh, poor Allie, yeah. Thankfully, one of our new employees is gonna cover for her tomorrow, so that's nice. 60 to 80 mile an hour winds. We have, just lost power here.
Power's gone everywhere. Yes.
We have seen some transformers blow. We've seen some siding come off one of the houses, a little bit of shingle damage, and then loose lawn furniture flying. Some limbs down on the palm trees. Power is out. The power lines have gone. A little bit of freshwater flooding right here.
Yeah,
I see the end of it right up there.
This is all connected now. Trash cans tossed and scattered. Why'd that eye have to tighten up like that? Virtually nothing for structural damage besides a little bit of siding flapping around, just coming off here and there. These guys still got their little deck lights.
Yeah, I think we're gonna miss the eye. It's jogging a little bit east.
Gonna just whip it back. It's pretty lengthy.
So Beachfront Drive, there is some freshwater flooding here.
Yeah.
So we're not going to go any further. The houses themselves are dry. It's just the road that's covered in water. Farm to Market Road 2031. This is what connects Matagorda, Texas to Matagorda Beach. And as you can see, it's underwater. And it only gets deeper further up the road.
Yeah.
So, yeah, storm surge definitely came in. That's water.
I guess
Oh, wow, that came in even further here.
Yeah, chiseling. It's chiseling through. The party's over at the resort now. All the power's out.
Yeah, so the nature park here on Matagorda Beach, what is it called?
This whole place?
The campsite?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's underwater. It's been surged.
Pretty compelling shot.
Yeah, trust me, if I could ban them right now, I could. For some reason, YouTube is not allowing me to do so. So I do have a moderator back at his home, David. He's been trying to do his best getting rid of these people. Eagle spray, yeah, I'm 100% confident in our safety here. Again, we have a good fallback area that's raised up. It's a big raised parking lot out in the open. Don't really have to worry about flying debris or anything like that. The surge will not overtake that parking lot.
Yeah, we kind of go uphill right here. So we're going uphill several feet, then even more so up here.
Now, if this was a major hurricane with a mega storm surge, we wouldn't be down here to begin with. But a high-end tropical storm, low-end hurricane, yeah, we're fine where we're at. I'm 100% confident in our safety. How many tornadoes were in Texas this year? I actually don't know, and I will find... Y'all can hear me. Data is kind of being spotty at the moment. Right now, we still have sustained tropical storm force winds. I'd say maybe around 50 miles an hour with some higher gusts. But I believe now that the center is actually passing to our east, we're going to start dying down here within the hour.
Gonna reposition. Maybe we got some signal blockage over here because it's pretty choppy right now.
As soon as you reposition, I got data on my phone again.
Sometimes you just get in a little dead spot.
Yeah, I guess it was just that spot.
Yeah.
As soon as we moved out, it's gotten better, apparently. I mean, I still have that error here, but... But as it looks here in Matagorda,
Big wells. know what happened there because it looks like maybe it's still sitting there. I mean, I doubt we're gonna get it head on, but
yeah, I see what you mean. It could. What is this storm doing?
strange.
Let's see. Maybe it's easier to find it on water vapor. Is the car shaking? Yeah, it's definitely shaking.
Yep. It's like being in a car wash. Thanks to all of our new subscribers today.
Yeah, for those of you that just subscribed, thank y'all very much. And thank you, Skateboarding Barber, for the super chat. Really appreciate that too. That really helps us.
Oh, thank you. Nice.
Lab accident, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's a
thank
nice
you.
touristy place right here it could have come to visit us at, but I think it might have said no. And then again, it's hard to tell exactly where the center is.
Yeah.
It's so messy.
So what are we doing?
The storm is confused. It's been confused since its birth. Thank you, Mateo. Hey, you guys sending in super chats. That really does help us out.
Hey, thank you. Mateo. El feo. En serio? No manches. No manches.
Great Spanish way.
Yeah. Gracias. Es necesario en Texas. We are halfway to the goal of 1,000 new subscribers today. Actually, we're just over halfway. We're at 600 new subscribers today. So thank
Are we dating? No. Jason's married. He has a wife named Marisa. And then I actually get married November 13th here in a couple of months to my fiance, Brittany.
It's a good question.
Our women question it, though.
Oh. Oh, yeah! There's a good gust. Yay! Ah! Thanks, Lily. Nice. Providing us with some good footage. Nice sandals. Says Lex.
Yeah, don't worry. I got boots in the back seat in case I need them.
Boots in the back seat. Boots in the back seat. You're living the Florida life.
Florida life!
With those sandals, those flip-flops. There was a torque request.
A torque
Didn't,
torque request.
I wasn't able to tell you that. Awesome job.
So the report is a tad. I love that sound.
Should hit record. I think we're truly trying to make a run at Category 1 Hurricane, but it probably won't. It probably won't make it, but it's making a real college try. Yeah, we can chill here. I mean, the surge hasn't really come up in an hour. As long as I can see the road paint behind me, not worried.
So we're facing the nature park right now. Hard to see because it's nighttime, but it's completely surged over. And there's a good few feet of water down there. Is it expected to get any stronger at landfall? Notice, guys, there's kind of a delay. When I see your comments, it might take a bit for me to answer because there's a delay in the stream. But it's right there at the threshold of Category 1 hurricane. It's probably, if it does strengthen, it'll probably get to a Category 1, but not go any higher than that. This is definitely not going to make it to a major hurricane status or anything like that. It was forecasted to make landfall at 70 miles an hour, 70 mile an hour tropical storm, and it's that right now. It is a 70 mile an hour tropical storm right now, officially. It hasn't made landfall yet, still over the water, and it might still be trying to deepen and strengthen a little bit more. It's not going to strengthen rapidly. It's not just going to take off and go crazy, but it might strengthen into a Category 1 hurricane, 75 miles an hour. The difference between a 70 mile an hour tropical storm and a 75 mile an hour hurricane, there's not a big difference between the two at all.
Interesting.
Still getting some pretty strong gusts here.
Wow.
Not gonna say anything.
Nope. I'm not even surprised now. Like, these winds are still kicking. We'll see in about an hour what the NHC says about this storm.
That's next update, right? About an hour.
Should be at 10, yep, It's usually a little early.
Yeah, we'll see what the next NHC update is, National Hurricane Center. It comes up in about an hour. Let's see where they put this storm at then.
We?
Yeah, definitely. Watch. Just to the northwest of it.
Yeah. I wonder if it'll calm down. Or if winds just mixed through the whole eye, quote unquote.
Maybe because it's so disorganized.
Probably. Oh, that's a gust. That might bring down this fence. Nope. Still not fence knocking down status. Oh man, nice.
I feel like the water's gotten a little bit closer to me here. Away from Houston, we're about 100 miles, 2 hours to the southwest of Houston.
Wow. This is the entrance to a campsite. And the entrance to the campsite is pretty elevated, but there's some storm surge just in front of that sign, just barely You can't even see it, but there's no way to get to the beach though.
Pressure going up, so when the pressure drops, that means the storm is strengthening. When the pressure goes up, that means the storm is weakening. So the higher your pressure, the weaker your storm. The lower the pressure, the stronger your storm. So the pressure's actually gone up just a little bit from the last update.
Winds are gusting probably to 75 at times. There's been some low 80 wind gust reports. We're also streaming in HD 1080p on YouTube and Facebook.
But again, something I've been stressing is don't focus too much on the strength of the storm, the pressure, or even the wind speeds, because that's not going to be the main threat from this storm. The main threat will come overnight and into tomorrow with heavy flooding rains. That's always been the biggest threat from this storm, and that's what it's going to be. Whether it's a tropical storm or a hurricane, the flooding rainfall is going to be the highest threat. Pressure's gone up, and it feels like the winds have gotten stronger.
Yeah, I think we're just right there where the strongest winds are for this thing.
This honestly feels like borderline hurricane conditions.
Yeah, for real. Color me impressed. Here's some stuff blowing around.
How are those telephone poles behind us?
I don't see any movement. Nothing leaning, nothing swaying.
There's not one directly behind us, is there?
Nah, it's a little offset. Yeah, I mean, decent gust and like whiteout conditions there. Yeah, we're on a road. We're on the farm market road. We're on a slightly elevated spot with even higher spot that we can scramble to if needed. But the surge hasn't advanced.
Are we stuck on the island? I mean, technically, yes, because the main road out of here is underwater, but we're not in any danger. We have food, we have water, we have plenty of gas, we have spare gas, and we have a safe place to retreat to if the water were to come up any higher, which it's probably not going to here. Goodness, these gusts are impressive.
Yeah, it really is.
But yes, even though we're technically kind of stuck in Matagorda Beach right now, we're not in any danger. We are completely fine. Where are we going to sleep tonight? You're looking at it. Right here in the car.
Yeah, there's seats in the car, and they actually recline. And we're going to be sleeping in the car tonight. That was the plan. So everything's going as planned. This storm's actually a little stronger than I anticipated.
Yeah, I didn't expect a tropical storm like this.
Free car wash. I drove all day to get the car wash, but that's okay. Whoa, man. Really? Yeah, this probably is flirting with the Category 1 hurricane. I mean, it is what it is. Call it a tropical storm, call it a Category 1 hurricane. This is what it is. But those gusts are definitely peaking at 75 to 80.
Thank you very much, Beverly.
Thank you,
awesome.
Beverly.
Thank you so much.
Hi there, thank you so much.
Sustained winds, I would say at least 60.
Yep. That's about 60.
Yeah, we have sustained winds of about 60, and we've definitely had gusts of, I think, a couple around 75.
Yeah.
Now, thankfully, the structures down here are built to withstand that easily. I don't expect to see a lot of wind damage around Matagorda Beach at all.
Winds are blowing basically from the east-northeast to the west-southwest here.
Which means that we're on the northwest side of it.
Matagorda, Texas. Hey, nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Just to our east is probably stronger.
Yeah. I turned that defroster on.
Thank you.
I'm going to terminate the Instagram Live. Just wanted to do about a 10-minute session on Instagram Live. I'm going to go over to TikTok for the record.
I wouldn't.
You would not go to TikTok?
Yeah, because they're not a big fan of storm chasing anymore.
Oh, okay. Well,
they were docking Steven.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Thank you guys for tuning in to Instagram Live. This is the first time I've really done it, so. The stream continues on YouTube at Texas Storm Chasers in 1080p HD. And it's also on our Facebook, Texas Storm Chasers Facebook. You'll get the full 1080p experience as opposed to the portrait style video. So thank you all on Instagram. Thank you. Go ahead and catch us on YouTube and Facebook. Take care. Are you sure you want to end your live video? Okay.
Was that lightning or a transformer?
That had to be a transformer. I saw a blue.
Having some transformers blow behind us.
Yeah.
Why did we pick Matagorda? Because we thought this is where the center would come on shore. when we chase tropical systems, we try to get to the center of that circulation. We want to be right there at the center. It does appear that we're going to just barely miss that and be on the western side of it, which is technically the weaker side of it, but not by much. We're still technically in what you would call, even though this storm doesn't really have an eye, we're in that portion that would be considered the northwest eye wall. So we're still getting strong tropical storm force winds. We've had a couple of gusts that are over hurricane strength easily, around 75 miles an hour. That doesn't make this a hurricane, just hurricane force gusts. Kind of like that one, actually.
Right.
But that's why we chose Matagorda. We always try to either target the northeast quadrant of a hurricane or tropical storm, and then the eye of the storm. However, we kind of the storm, the storm kind of veered east right there at the last second. So it looks like we're gonna miss that center.
Actually, it could be lightning.
Could be light. Okay, that's a scale discussion.
It's really bright lightning. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, there's lightning bolts. Sorry to interrupt. 6 miles away from us, so I guess since the power's out, yeah.
Oh yeah, Ida was way stronger than this. We were both in Ida about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, this doesn't hold a candle to Ida.
This was like Ida's outer bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really. This is still more than I bargained for.
Yeah, we came down here expecting maybe like a 50-mile-an-hour tropical storm. This has kind of exceeded our expectations.
I kind of called it beta, but this is far more intense than beta. That's lightning, yeah. Well, there you go, lightning now on the live stream. Tropical lightning, y'all. Pretty neat.
It's actually pretty rare to get lightning within a tropical storm this close to the center, believe it or not.
Look at that barrage.
Yeah, that's
like a
legit
dozen.
barrage.
I still see all the road paint behind us. We're good.
I do not know how many are without power right now. I can tell you Matagorda Beach is without power.
Yep, nothing out here. Not a single street lamp. Telephone poles are still sturdy.
How far east do I think it's going to make landfall from us? I don't think it's going to be too far east. I think we're just barely going to miss it. I think it's going to be just east of Matagorda Beach. Yeah, we're safe from storm surge. We're looking at it right now. It looks a lot closer to us in the camera than it actually is.
Oh, it is.
We have a safe place to retreat to. And we're keeping an eye on it. It's not advancing any closer to us.
It is kind of surging right there.
But we have a safe place to stay dry.
I'm going to inspect for this, just to make sure. Better safe than sorry.
Thank you for the super chat, Kevin. No, we are not directly connected to Reed. We have met him a few times, but no, we're not directly related to him, work-wise or chase-wise. I can't talk.
It would probably be best to stay in that parking lot at this point, just because of the whiteout. Well, I mean, it's okay, but so we can still see all of the roadway right there. This is actually pretty solid. This kind of reminds me of Sally before the eye wall really hit.
Yeah.
Just a constant flow. So the surge is not even close. The surge isn't even close to
Notice how much weaker the winds are up here compared to down there.
Yep. Because it still seems a lot better than it was. Alright. The question is, it's kind of melting my face off now, the heater. Yeah, this thing definitely picked up just since we left the parking lot last.
Or lightning.
Yeah, that was a quick one. It's actually really pushing me in neutral too.
Well, we are just about out of that worst.
Okay. It's rocking it now.
Yeah, if it goes black for a second, the camera restarted for some reason, but it should be back on now.
So, no data? Let's see what happened here.
Oh no. Oh, excellent connection. Says it's back.
Alright guys, we're going to end the Facebook live stream for now, but we'll be back.
Woo! We're gonna stay here on YouTube.
Yeah, we're staying on YouTube, so if you'd like to continue watching the stream, head on over to our YouTube channel at Texas Storm Chasers.
Yeah, we just need to conserve as much data as we can.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of getting spotty.
So thank you all for tuning in on Facebook and for the Facebook stars as well.
Yeah, and again, if you want to continue watching the stream, just head on over to YouTube, Texas Storm Chasers, just like Facebook, and we're gonna stay live.
Thank you guys. Yeah, it's like 200, so maybe come back later. It'll give another push notification later on.
Oh, I guess the camera said low battery.
Yeah. There's something goofed up, but it's all good.
Pretty sure those are concrete. I know they're heavy, they're not just plastic.
Yeah, they'd probably be long gone if it was just some plastic.
Yeah, sorry that we had for any FC someone's going to go over to watch the Facebook Live. The Facebook Live was eating a little bit too much of our bandwidth. So in order to
Lots of lightning.
yeah.
That was several
So in
strikes.
order to save them, or sacrifice one of them, something just fell.
Something fell. The black goggles, maybe?
Oh yeah.
That's another solid gust. It's actually pushing the car again, which is in neutral.
Is there a chance that it becomes Category 1? I mean, it's tried. It's already been trying to become a Category 1 hurricane. But again, don't focus too much on that. Don't focus too much on the strength. There's not going to be much of a difference between a 70-mile-an-hour tropical storm and a 75-mile-an-hour Category 1 hurricane. The effects are going to be the exact same.
Pushing us. Getting launched, man. It's like a launch roller coaster right now.
Now, I will say this. That was definitely a hurricane force gust.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm not saying it is a hurricane, because officially it is not. But we're definitely getting some hurricane force gusts.
We're getting tossed around. A little gusty.
More lightning?
Yeah. More lightning and more getting rocked. Yeah. Probably a trash can. Big trash.
Oh yeah, the wind has definitely pushed us in neutral. Thank you, Loud Smoke 12.
Thank you. Nice.
So right now, we are on the northwest side of the center, which is typically weaker than the northeast side. The northeast side is typically your strongest area, but we're on the northwest side of the center, and I mean, this is already more than what we thought we were going to see today. So I would imagine that the northeast side is significantly stronger, but that's still out over the Gulf. We're going to miss that, unfortunately. That wasn't the goal. The goal was to have that come over Matagorda, but the storm shifted just a little bit further east than we thought at the last second.
Yeah. Yeah. The big rager.
My biggest surprise is the lightning barrage. That makes me think it's trying to strengthen.
Yeah, that's crazy. And it's like trying to get us.
Oh, it looks like a tornado watch was issued too.
That's a 5%.
Oh, that's the 5% outline.
Yeah.
Never mind. No tornado watch.
Yeah, there's dozens of lightning bolts indicated on radar.
So typically, you don't see very much lightning within a tropical system, but when you do see lightning kind of grouped around the center of the storm, or at least around where the eye wall would be, that's a sign that it's trying to strengthen. And I believe it with these gusts. There's more lightning.
Nice. Yeah, so this is kind of a treat.
Thank you, Sea Pies. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Thank you.
You like the banana? I like
the banana. Banana emoji. Sweet.
We should have an update from the National Hurricane Center here within the next 25 minutes or so. Whee!
Jeez. Fest. Borderline hurricane lightning fest. Court's first hurricane.
Well, where we're located
not-
within the storm, the chances of us having a tornado on this side is pretty slim.
Yes.
Typically, tornadoes occur on your eastern flank, especially in the further eastern bands. Now, we can be hit by something called a mesovortex, which is kind of like a tornado, but not really. It doesn't have the lifting mechanisms that tornadoes do. But a mesovortex is an area of circulation that orbits around the center of a tropical cyclone. We were hit by several of those during Hurricane Laura last year, and those can add a little bit of extra oomph to the wind speeds. But I am not worried about us getting hit by a tornado in this part of the storm at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're right now we're kind of on the northwest side of where the center is, which is typically the weaker side of a system. And even for it technically being the weaker side of the storm, Nicholas is kind of Now the structures around here are built to withstand storms like this. The houses here in Matagorda Bay should be fine for the most part. Even these little picnic areas are built to withstand winds like this. So I do not expect to see major wind damage here in Matagorda Beach. Thank you, Melody Dillard. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Melody. Hey, thank you.
Yeah,
You're
and
awesome.
even though the winds are kind of impressing us right now, I do not expect to see widespread wind damage down here. We have already seen some palm trees lose some limbs. We saw one house lose some siding and some shingles. And then, of course, the loose lawn furniture went flying. But when the sun comes up, because I assume we're still going to be here when that happens, when the sun comes up, we'll tour around and see what happens. It's kind of hard to do that at night, especially when there's no power. It's hard to see anything, and it's kind of dangerous because you can't see flying debris coming at you. So right now we're kind of in our safe spot, which is a big wide open parking lot that's raised up away from storm surge, and there's less chance of us being hit by any flying debris in this spot. What's the wind speed right now? Sustained 65, close to 70. We've definitely had some wind gusts that are 75 to maybe even almost 80. But I think we're kind of passing our peak right now, that what we're going to see here in Matagorda Bay.
Yeah.
We're at?
Video capture, just delete that. Just delete it, the whole thing.
How?
Right click, I think. Remove. This happened several times during Ida.
For sure, yes.
And then add.
Right here.
Yep. Video capture device. Wow. That was really close.
Strong gusts every now and then, but the storm is kind of starting to push to our east. So I believe we have passed our peak. Beep, beep, beep. Still a lot of lightning.
Yeah, lots of lightning, and it's closer.
I'm honestly...
Nothing's messing with that Tyvek. Spooky, spooky, spooky. Yeah, the
hurricane warning has been issued.
Hurricane warning, really?
Yeah.
Well,
it doesn't necessarily mean it's a hurricane, just
yeah.
hurricane force gusts.
Jeez, all right.
That's still
a hurricane warning for where? Here in...
I think to our east. David didn't specify.
Thank you.
Thank you, Loud Smoke.
Loud Smoke, that's another one. Thank you. You've sent a few. Thank you so much.
Yeah, AT&T is doing so poor right now, so...
Yeah, T-Mobile's virtually down.
Oh, the water is definitely receded here. At least a little bit. It's not near as deep.
It's still hard to tell because this is where we would have turned. Now I can't make it to that.
Yeah, but I can see the bottom of the road now.
I can't turn into that driveway though. The main farm to market road here. Very dangerous.
Nicholas is officially a Category 1 hurricane.
Wow.
Yep. So we weren't out of our minds. It did seem like that was hurricane force conditions there. So
yeah.
Now we are past the worst of it here in Matagorda Bay, Matagorda Beach. The hurricane warning extends from Port O'Connor to Freeport, Texas. So pretty much right where we were at.
Hurricane warning. Yeah. That's a pretty small hurricane warning, though.
It's a very small hurricane warning. So this hurricane force winds must not extend too far out.
Well, you know what to do. Hurricane Category 1.
Oh, it's already been changed.
Who did it? Thanks, David!
Yeah, thank you, David.
Didn't expect, I mean, I thought like a 5% chance.
Yeah, we came down here expecting maybe a 50-mile-an-hour tropical storm at most, because Nicholas has looked so unhealthy since pretty much its inception. We definitely were not expecting a Category 1 hurricane. And technically, neither was the NHC, so...
No.
But again, don't focus too much on the strength. Whether it's a tropical storm or a hurricane, the effects are going to be the same. There's going to be some damaging winds. There's going to be some storm surge. But the main threat is inland freshwater flooding from heavy rainfall that's going to set up later tonight and the early morning and throughout the day tomorrow. This is a very slow-moving storm. So again, the effects were versus a 70-mile-an-hour tropical storm and a 75-mile-an-hour hurricane, negligible. It's the exact same effects.
It'll be downgraded to a tropical storm probably in 3 to 6 hours.
I wouldn't even be surprised if the next update is downgraded back to a tropical storm.
It's what we call borderline, threshold, fringe.
But if you were here with us for the last, hour or so, we were definitely experiencing hurricane conditions.
All right. Restream and go to the gear, edit settings. Yeah, so we could change that. And then again right there. And then I might open it with just a little, this just, Nicholas has just reached hurricane strength, marginal or something like that. Or Go ahead and push it.
All right.
Cat 10. Marisa was like, Cat 10? Yeah. We're back on Facebook. Hello. Hello, folks on Facebook.
Yeah, for those of you joining us on Facebook, we're now live on both YouTube and Facebook. If you're already watching us here on YouTube, you don't have to leave and go there, vice versa. But those of you that are just joining us, we are in Matagorda Beach. We just went through what is essentially the eye wall of Hurricane Nicholas, Category 1 hurricane, I believe 75 mile an hour sustained winds. We are past the worst of it here in Matagorda Beach. Power is out. There is some slight wind damage here. Storm surge is covering the main farm to market road that connects the Matagorda Beach to Matagorda proper. We are here at the nature park, which is completely surged over. But we are safe, we're fine. The worst of it has now shifted east. We just barely missed the center of the storm, which is kind of hurtful, but we'll live.
We still got like that deep convection around.
Yeah, we definitely experienced hurricane force conditions. Those of you that were here on YouTube, you got to go through that with us, even though the stream did get a little choppy here and there.
75 mile per hour sustained maximum winds. And there's a hurricane warning from roughly Port O'Connor to Freeport, Texas. So just a few counties wide hurricane warning.
And those of you that were watching with us, watching us a couple of weeks ago when we were going through Hurricane Ida, you got to see the big difference between a just barely Category 1 hurricane and a high-end, almost Category 5 hurricane. Category 4 verging on that Category 5 strength. So, big difference between the two. Again, like we keep stressing, the winds, the surge, that's not the biggest threat from this storm. Winds have become a little bit of a higher threat than we thought they would be, but the main threat will be inland flooding from heavy rainfall.
I'm happy.
And even though it's been upgraded to a Category 1 hurricane, don't expect that to last too long. I wouldn't be surprised in the next update that it's downgraded back to a tropical storm.
Yeah, 1 a.m. The center's just kind of stayed right over water, but it should be officially making landfall.
Just to our east.
Yeah,
Just barely missed it. If I could get a radar update, that'd be neat.
kind of like Ida. It just avoided me. It avoided me. So, surge is pushed across all of the roadway, going into the campsite area.
Yeah, Violet, there's not a huge difference between a 70 mile an hour tropical storm and a 75 mile an hour hurricane. There really is not. The effects are going to be the same. And again, the main threat will be overnight and into tomorrow with heavy flooding rainfall. And something you got to remember, flooding kills more people every single year than tornadoes, lightning, and even hurricane force winds.
Yep.
Flooding is, other than extreme temperatures like heat and cold, flooding is the #1 weather killer in the United States. Most of those deaths are in vehicles. Don't drive. Well, we're not even going to test driving across that in front of us. There's no point. Even though we can see the bottom of the road, there's just no point.
It could rise up even quicker and stuff, yeah. Winds have drastically calmed down, though.
Yeah, we're not even in tropical storm force winds anymore here. Just barely, maybe. All-nighter? It's going to be for us. We'll be car camping out here.
Yeah.
wait for these waters to recede and then get out of Matagorda.
I don't expect too much trouble. There's going to be this like vegetative debris.
We could probably go down Beachfront Drive, see how that fared through the eye wall. Yeah, I don't want to go any further. That looks Stream's current bit rate is lower than recommended bit rate.
I think it'll smooth out. Check the OBS. It's in the green.
How can I reconnect the chats? Why is Power Director open?
Just refresh. Everything should smooth out pretty quick.
All right, sorry about that, guys. A hurricane just went through. Data's going to be spotty. So Verizon went down, AT&T went down. Believe it or not, T-Mobile's the only thing working right now. So kudos to them, I guess.
I think you can probably pause that. It looks like it'll be fine. And then check this. See that that's offline. You just turn that off. Oh, well, it's back online. Just leave it, I guess. It says it's active.
Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. I mean, that's probably going to happen throughout the night. We're going to stay live as long as we possibly can for those that still want to hang along with us. Yeah, I cannot talk.
Daddy.
The data is definitely spotty at the moment.
Just barely getting in some convection again. I thought we were drying out, but it like shoved a little wave at us. We're so close to the edge of it. It's crazy.
Yeah, we just missed the center by what, 10 miles? It's not bad.
Yeah.
There's still a few decent gusts there. Yeah, it officially became a hurricane about, an hour ago or something like that.
Yeah, 10 o'clock. Well, half an hour.
We're already past the worst of it here. For those of you that were watching, you got to ride through that with us. For those of y'all that want to see it, you can always go watch the playback. But we went through about an hour there of hurricane conditions.
Yeah. 280p. Nice.
Yeah. A hurricane just went through this area. Data's gonna be bad. AT&T is completely out. Verizon's struggling. T-Mobile, of course, is struggling. So that's just something we're gonna have to deal with.
T-Mobile was doing so well.
For like 10 minutes.
Or Verizon, I should say, was doing so well. Is that charging?
I don't know. Yep.
It's back to nothing on there.
That Verizon's dead.
That's crazy how that happened. It must have so it seems like the cell tower was to our east, because anytime we got on the side of the building, we were blocked out.
And your strongest winds are now further east, so...
Yeah, I think they might have had some cell tower damage to our east. Maybe over there near, what's that little place called? I don't even know. Sargent. Maybe there was a tower in Sargent. That'd be a neat area to be.
Hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much it is. We thank you. We even if it's a penny, we're always going to be thankful for it.
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're never going to go out of our way to ask y'all to send a super chat, but donate a penny. We'll be thankful for it. I know I've been watching you in the chat here for a few hours. You've been sitting here with us, even through the bad cell data. So, hey, we'll always be thankful. Yeah, so what we're thinking, what Jason was just saying, we think the cell tower is just to our east. So we had service throughout the entire hurricane. Now that it's past us and the strongest portion of the hurricane is to our east, we're wondering if that cell tower has now sustained damage. Because as soon as the strongest part of the storm moved to our east, I lost data completely on AT&T. Now Verizon and T-Mobile are struggling hard. Yeah, there's usually a lag on the stream, so I'll see y'all's comments as they come in, but y'all won't hear me respond.
Looks like we're back in the deeper convection.
Wish I could get a radar update. Maybe here.
Strange.
Well, if I get an update. Yep, yep, kinda. Look at that.
They like punched us. It's like, we're not done with you.
Almost like a piece of wood.
Yeah, because we were calling this thing about done, which it was. Wow, okay. Well, we picked right back up again. We go to the trusty gazebo. The Nido gazebo.
That's the thing about these nearly stationary storms, is they tend to wobble around a little bit simply from their own circulation. So Nicholas kind of, the back end of it kind of backed up on us again.
Yep.
Still quite a bit of lightning there too, so we can't see it from here.
Got the yellow bar. Is it okay on OBS? Are we green or yellow?
Red.
No, that guy's behind us. Wonder if he's been stealing the Verizon bandwidth around here.
That might be it. Yeah, it's almost completely out. They'll go all the way down to 40.
Darn it, Verizon. Thought we had you back.
Yeah, guys, mobile data here is starting to get really spotty. So I'm beginning to wonder if the cell tower sustained some kind of damage from the storm. Because it was doing just fine throughout the majority of the hurricane up until this point.
Yeah, some of those bigger gusts might have started screwing things up again. Oh, I wish I had good data right now. It's a good gust.
No, we definitely weren't in the eye. We were, the storm was to our east. We never made it in there's really no eye to this storm in all reality. But we missed the center missed us to the east. We went through the northwestern and western eye wall, of where an eye wall would be. But there's a little bit of convection that kind of wrapped around back towards us. So that's why we're going through these gusts right now.
Try to.
Oh, it's green.
I think that
is the Matagorda Bay Nature Park. That got storm surged completely. There was no dry ground there during the height of the storm. We are in the red now, back to green.
seems to be just average connection, but that'll do.
I do not know if anyone is live in Galveston, to be completely honest with you.
I think Aaron J. Jack is. Winds dying down quite a bit once again.
I know there's not a whole lot of storm chasers in general that came down for this, because again, this was, everybody was thinking minimal tropical storm.
Yeah.
People weren't really going to travel for this.
Yeah, it feels kind of neat to get that unexpected hurricane status. Like you've said,
There'll be another one for the wall.
not that it changes what happened at all, but you know, this whole area's, there's a lot of surge, but this area's pretty well equipped to handle minimum hurricanes and such. It looks good in the playback. You can pause the playback. Galveston is a seawall, so
Yeah.
there might be some back bay surge, just a little bit. Like,
I think Galveston's going to be fine from storm surge. Especially you get that far east, you're only going to have maybe a 1 to 2 foot rise. I think the 5 foot storm surge 100% verified here.
yeah, the northern part of Galveston Island may have a little bit of surge going on here soon, if not already.
I don't want anyone thinking there's going to be like an Ike level storm surge, because that's not going to happen.
No.
Not at all.
Not even close. Ike was a 2 when it made
Yeah,
landfall, right?
Ike was a Category 2 at landfall, but it had a huge storm surge.
Almost could have been a 3, I think.
Well, honestly, if you really look at Hurricane Ike, the storm surge it produced was that of a Category 4 strong.
Yeah.
But it only had Category 2 winds.
It's because it, like...
It was such a large storm, it was pushing a lot of water.
Ike, man, that hit just over 13 years ago now, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was September 12th, 2008.
Yep. That's the problem with hurricane ratings is, a hurricane is based off of its wind. The rating of a hurricane is based off of its sustained wind speeds. So, Nicholas here is a Category 1 hurricane because it has sustained winds at the surface of 75 miles an hour. Now, that doesn't necessarily translate to the severity of all the effects that a hurricane or tropical storm can bring. Ike is a great example. 2008 Category 2 Hurricane Ike made landfall near Galveston. And even though it only had Category 2 hurricane force winds, it had the storm surge that of a Category 4 or higher. It had a huge storm surge with it. So hurricane ratings really only pertain to the wind speeds, not all of the other threats. If anyone remembers Tropical Storm Allison of 2001, which caused catastrophic flooding in Houston, that wasn't even a hurricane. That was just about a mid-tier tropical storm, and it caused flooding of that severity. So the strength of a storm doesn't always translate well to its effects. Still green. Folks in Freeport, you're about to enter in. It's hard to call it an eye wall because this storm doesn't really have an eye. But y'all are starting to get into Nicholas's version of the inner eye wall. You're kind of on the northeast side of it, so it's going to be the most intense part of the storm. So Freeport, you're definitely going to be experiencing some stronger winds, sustained winds and gusts. Wouldn't be surprised if there's some pretty decent storm surge in Surfside Beach. Quintana, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Treasure Island probably getting some decent surge as well. Notice that the power poles here are a lot beefier than they are in southeast Louisiana.
Yeah. You think they've had to redo all this, maybe?
Or maybe it was just planning ahead. I don't want to give them too much credit. But, I mean, in Lockport, we had we had power poles going down in tropical storm force winds.
Yeah.
But those of you just joining us or didn't hear earlier because of data, we're in Matagorda Beach. We're waiting for the storm surge to recede. That way we can get out of here. We're completely safe. Don't worry about that. But we are well past the worst of it here. We still have a few gusty winds, hardly even tropical storm force at this point. Rain has even stopped here. It's a clear sky above us. We were even able to see stars. Almost a shame it wasn't during the day because you could almost see the vertical structure, the backside of the hurricane.
Yeah.
It was pretty weird, actually.
Yeah, I wish we could have seen it during the day because there was some clearing and it might have been, not a perfect stadium effect, but somewhat of a degree.
But the worst of it is definitely to our east. We'll look again.
This thing is just pulling away now, yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say the worst of it. Again, forgive me if I'm saying this town name wrong, but it's Quintana. Surfside Beach, Freeport, maybe even Jones Creek.
Should be right over Sargent too.
Yeah, and areas to the west.
There's a
West-southwest of Freeport.
It's called Sargent.
I would think we have officially have landfall now. It does look like we are making landfall at the moment.
Yeah, pretty dang close.
Area between Matagorda and Freeport. Kind of no man's land right there. So I would expect this to no longer be a hurricane here shortly. Thank you, Dreama, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Always helps us out.
Thank you, or appreciate you.
But again, just because the storm... So you can see the storm surge washed a lot of debris here onto the road. A lot of debris.
Water level's already receding though.
It's already dry on this side.
Yeah. This is all soft kind of vegetation. What's going on here? Cactus.
Oh, good.
Might not want to drive over
You
there.
can go around that.
Yeah. Just a cactus. Going around is essential for that.
Yeah, this, to our left, the nature park flooded pretty bad. Stream is still going well, at least according to OPS. You can cut it through there.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. There's a branch there. Just kick that out of the way real quick.
Hold on a second. Hold on, I want to get that.
Our surge is going to reverse directions here.
Yeah. Now again, guys, yeah, that's still pretty deep up there. That still has white caps up there.
Yeah, I don't trust that. What were you going to say? Water's definitely going down though. Like, it's probably already down a foot. So we're gradually making our way north. It's gonna be a slow go, but disconnected. Oh, what? Didn't like the spot. Crab. Is that just a hermit crab, or what do you call that? That's a big one. In fact, if I caught it, I might be able to.
In terms of wind, yeah, Houston's not going to be near as bad as down here.
Or are we chasing the more tornado? Nope.
I missed more because we got crabs. We got birds. Get out of the way. Thanks, pal.
I could have just honked. Or something would have attacked. Now this, what's going on here? Still see reflectors up there.
Are we still on?
So, goodness. If that keeps up, we might not be able to just stroll off the island here. Chunk of concrete missing there. Let's wound up over here. So, watching for big bumps. Okay. Be astute about this. Got a long way to go. And this one, I could not tell you. Where do those emergency services go? This one I just...
I don't. With another fish.
Yeah, that's a battle you're not going to win.
Yeah, I don't see reflectors up ahead, so I'd wait this one out just a little bit longer. It's alright, we're getting a wildlife show.
Uh-oh. Coming in for the hunt. If it happens again.
Is it hard to be a storm chaser? Yes and no. That's a hard question to answer, actually. No, because if you love weather, it's easy. It's easy to be out here. It's hard to be able to be out here sometimes. You got work, you got day jobs, things like that. You got relationships. And, especially when it comes to hurricane chasing, there's a lot of planning that goes into it. Having to make a decent forecast, which I'm not always the best at. Jason next to me is a degreed meteorologist. I mean, sometimes he even messes up.
Oh, yeah.
Weather is a fickle thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have situations like this where you're trying to just get out of somewhere and, oh, well.
Won't be long before all of this is dried up again. It's still a little too much for the liking. Nice. Nice. How did that? It's already more than expected. That's odd.
Yeah, 75 mile an hour sustained winds. There were some higher gusts than 75, but these homes are definitely built to survive that.
Something. Pretty much what you'd expect for a Cat 1. May have found the source of our power outage. Snapped this line. Yeah, it must have had like a mesovortex come through here or something. This would be really sketchy if it was windy. Would not want to be doing this.
That's why we didn't get a lock port anytime.
This is still pretty consistent with a Cat 1, so no surprise. Flipped RV.
Well, right now we're still moving towards Matagorda. We rode out the hurricane in Matagorda Beach. Storm surge cut off the main road, so we were and we expected that to happen. So we've been waiting for the waters to recede. They've finally been receding, so we're just slowly making our way north towards Matagorda, and then we're going to start making our way east.
Well, that stinks. Oh, and their satellite dish. Sad. Yeah. Oh, that's a for sale sign too. Sad. Or that could be a mailbox. And fence down.
Yeah, so there's definitely some surge here, ripped up the asphalt.
Mm-hmm. Where did it come from? I guess maybe it just fell down right there.
One second. It's right there at the end. Nicholas really started to overcome that wind shear and dry air to an extent. I mean, it's still taking its toll on him. If you care about your tires at all, I don't recommend doing that.
Oh, it's fine.
I was talking to the chat.
It's all soft.
You're soft.
There's the bridge.
Freedom. It's almost there.
And we're stuck.
Shut up.
I'm just gonna go over there. These don't usually come down in a Cat 1.
I mean, yeah, even during Ida, when we had 140 plus mile an hour winds, most of the awnings stayed up in Lockport. There is another pretty heavy band, probably not so much in the wind department, but in terms of heavy flooding rain, there's another band that's setting up between Beaumont and Beaumont, Texas, Lake Charles, Louisiana, down to Port Arthur, and then Port Arthur, Texas, and Cameron, Louisiana. Wouldn't be surprised to have some flooding rainfall within that. Just still not gonna let it go. Oh, it looks like it's the roof of that building there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Didn't fare too well. Oh, this is all underwater. Oof, yeah, it's rough. The thing was all getting all busted up.
Oh. Yeah, this is some actual damage here. Goodness.
Ready? Should be able to just barely cut it around here. I guess that pickup truck was like ready.